We need to know most important stuff for knife defense and knife fighting.
Well, um, so, for Kali, you've got single and double weapons. It's the same with single and double hands. So it's all just a different range. So the same movements, if you were going to use like a 1 or a 2 or thrust, it's the same as you could do with hammer fists and a punch, and same as you do with a stick or a long blade. And so it's just like ranges and everything else. Or they use a lot of improvised tools, like they'll pick up a length of pipe and they'll use it the same way because it's the same movements. And then the other thing is that if you're doing drills, a lot of times it'll be like one person is attacking and one is blocking, but they're not really blocks, they're attacks too. It's like one person attacks and the other person is blocking, and it's essentially the same thing. So like if you take that and you were to come to my neck, you can block it just like that. So you gotta block it, but you're cutting too, if in a knife, knife to knife or what have you. So for a knife, you've got either a forward grip, which is the sock grip like that, or a reverse grip, which usually if it's a single blade, then it's to the inside, but a lot of times they're double edged, and the reverse grip is more powerful because you've just got a lot more leverage and you're able to hold it a lot easier, but you have shorter range as opposed to here where it's a little, you have more ability, say, for the knife to get dislodged, but it's a little more nimble, and you have an extra, however long the blade is, 6 inches. So if I have this and I'm coming in, you could get out of that a little bit quicker or get to me a little quicker than I could get to you. I have to close the distance more. So then the other thing is the targets. Juan and I were talking about this earlier, but like if you were just trying to stab me in the belly, if I can block, step back, and just cut your arm. But obviously, if you stab me in the belly or in my neck, and for me to do that, I got to get all the way to here, which puts me pretty close to you. And obviously, if you don't move, you get cut. But if I come there and you step back, and then my hand is still really a good target. And so that's another principle that they'll talk about. It's called defanging the snake. Basically, if you were to come to this side, they would cut there and pass it. If you come the other direction to there, then you would cut it there. And then if you thrust it forward, they'll cut the bicep. So it's all just basically affecting, you cut through the bicep, you cut through the tendons here, the tendons there, and you're able to do that and stay out of the way.
So that's kind of a defensive move then, to defang the snake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they will talk about doing that with either following the force or meeting the force. So that would be like if you came to this, which would be a level or angle 1, that would be meeting the force. So you stop it with the knife and then put your hand up to hold it. Because I don't want my hand to block it. I want the blade to block it, and then block there. Or if you come again, then the other one's following the force, and that's to get out of the way and pass it and then go behind it. A lot harder, I think, to do that
than when it's coming in.
Yeah, like meeting the force.